Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Come with me to fulfill this last minute order. So I did recently check my DMs and I saw that I had a request for a last minute order from one of my regular customers. She has been ordering from me from, I believe, ever since 2022. So it's been a long time now, and I really wanted to fulfill this order for her just because she has always ordered from me for a long time. So I'm going ahead and creating this for her. So I'm starting off with those two colors I showed you in the beginning. Those are like two of my favorite brands, Nails Bling Supply and then Nail Reserve LA. Their colors are just so good. So I have a bright pink and a bright orange. And then now I'm going to be base coating my nails. So in case you're new to my channel, I do base coat all of my nails and I do use 100% pure gel. So when you're on your press on nail journey, you can like start figuring out what product you want to work with. So you can do polygel, you can do builder gel, you can do acrylic, absolutely whatever you want to do. But my nails at the end of my nail sets, like once they're finished, they end up being as strong as acrylic. They are so strong. It's literally not even possible to bend them in half. So I think it's because of the amount of layers that is used. They end up being very strong. So I don't like when people like talk down on people that use gel because the products are just as good. I feel like acrylic should be left to acrylic nail techs. Like I feel like press on nail artists don't need to use acrylic, like unless you absolutely want to. But I feel like it's so unnecessary for a press on artist to use acrylic, just because, only this is my opinion, I feel like you're going to be wasting a lot of time on shaping, buffing, and smoothing the nails, because unless you have a perfect one bead application where you barely need any filing, you're going to be sitting there all day long filing those nails, and it's just going to take so much of your time that your press-ons are going to have to be so extremely expensive to make up for the amount of time that you lost. So I know that press-on nails, there's like a stigma that they should always be really affordable, that press-on nails are cheap and everything like that. If you're buying like pre-made press-on nails from Shein or the ones that they sell at Walgreens or Target, Walmart, those are very flimsy and like they're made in a factory. They're bought in bulk from factories. So those ones are not going to be strong. And these press on nails that most press on nail artists like me make are nothing like those ones. So I wanted to get that off my chest really quick. I've been seeing like some people saying stuff like that, not to me, but just in general on social media. So if you want to use acrylic, I would recommend it's best for clients because clients usually request acrylic in person. It sticks better to their natural nail. It lasts longer. So there's pros and cons to acrylic and there's pros and cons to press on nails, but it's all up to the customer or whoever ends up wearing them because it depends on your lifestyle. So everything like that. And there's so many people that love press on nails and don't feel the need to go get their nails done with acrylic because they are just as strong. So like I said, this customer has been with me for years and years. So her press on nails have definitely worked for her. They have never, there's never been any issues. So I'm going ahead here and starting on the base colors. I actually did do a few different base colors because I wanted to get a very specific color for her. I'm going to show you guys the inspo photo in a second right now before I even start because I am replicating a set that she requested, and it is a acrylic nail artist work. So that's why I love making press-ons. I'm basically giving my customers salon quality nails and salon looking nails without them having to go and sit at a salon and pay salon prices essentially. So let me show you guys the inspo photo that she wanted replicated. So here is the inspo. This is actually one of my most favorite nail artists that is on Instagram, Karina's Nails Rodriguez. She makes the most beautiful nails because she specializes in bling and acrylic, of course, but I love her blinged out nail sets. They're so freaking pretty. So if you guys have never seen her work, you guys should definitely check it out. It's so beautiful. But she is an acrylic nail tech, so I am replicating this for her, but as press-ons. So she did also want these in a medium square. So the first thing I noticed was that I had to be very specific on how I do my smile line for my French. I really wanted it to be nice and really curved up like the photo, but it is just not possible with nails this short because of that ombre technique that is on the French. There's no way for me to make the smile line super curved and still be able to show that ombre gradient. So I'm going ahead and making sure that I have like that perfect in between where the French is just a classic French and it's showing enough of the nude to where I still have space to do the gradient on the orange part, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be doing the same thing on the other thumb. So I'm just making sure to not make the smile line so like elongated oval, but definitely more of a like half circle oval shape, if that makes sense. I'm sorry I keep saying if that makes sense, but most of the time I feel like I don't make sense when I talk because I just talk so fast. But while I'm making the French here, I'm like filling it in, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit on like my background, because I feel like I don't mention it a lot. I did mention in a past video that I've done Q&As where I talk about my past and like how I used to do acrylic nails and everything like that. I did go to nail school and everything. So I personally quit acrylic nails and decided to go full on press on nails only. And it's because acrylic nails just were not for me, even though I'm not going to lie, not to toot my own horn, I feel like I was very good at it, but I just did not like the aspect of taking customers and everything like that, because I am very naturally anxious. I know you guys would probably not even think that by watching my content, but I'm very anxious and I'm very shy in a way. And when I meet new people, I get very like I get a lot of anxiety. So I felt like it was kind of affecting me, and then the smell of the monomer was so strong for me that it started to give me headaches as I worked on clients. So I just felt like it wasn't the best for me. I would also have a lot of people randomly not show up, and because I'm naturally just a nicer person, I would not really enforce my policies as much, and they would kind of like not follow it, and they would kind of like I'm not gonna say do whatever they want, but like, you know what I mean, like they would just show up super late and then push my other appointments back, but then they would get mad if I would have to cancel because at that point they're already too late, like, you know what I mean, things like that. And I just felt like I just am not built to like deal with that type of stuff when it comes to cut clients. So that's why I quit and I decided to go on doing press-ons, because I also noticed with acrylic nails I would get a lot of requests for things that were not that fun, because when you're an acrylic nail tech, you have to factor in the prices of the materials. Acrylic and monomer is not cheap, especially when you're buying a good quality one, which I was always using either Kiara Sky. I was always using, what's that one brand? Young Nails. I was always using Young Nails, and I always used just like better brands. Valentino. I always use Valentino everything for acrylic, and I would use other brands for colored acrylic and glitters like Glitter Bells, and just good expensive brands. And so basically my point is, when you're an acrylic nail tech, you have to factor in the prices of the product, right? Obviously, even if you're just doing press-ons, you still have to factor in the prices of the product, but with acrylic it's definitely more pricey and you finish product way faster. I was purchasing Valentino acrylic powders like crazy because they would run out so fast. But basically, I'm saying all this to get to the point that when you have to factor in all that, your prices are going to be a little high. But then when you also factor in nail art, people tend to get more simple designs because of the fact that they just want their nails done, but they can't really, it's not that they can't afford it. It's just that maybe they feel like it's unnecessary to pay for so much nail art when they're already getting acrylics done. So think about it. Like if you have a really beautiful blinged out set, or I know a lot of you guys have gotten your nails done, like you guys know what I mean. Like when you go to an acrylic nail tech or even a nail salon, they charge a lot for a really nice painted, hand painted design, or the fun Instagram trendy designs. Like if you go to a salon, it's going to be rare that people really want those and are willing to pay for it. And I noticed as soon as I switched to acrylic or to press on nails, people started ordering those funner designs, because which is what I like to do, because of the fact that press on nails can be a little bit more affordable, because I don't actually have to sculpt the whole nail, and I do still shape it at the end, but I don't shape it as much as I had to do with acrylic, where I took almost 30 to or longer shaping one set of nails, like 30 minutes or longer to shape one set. So that's the thing. It's like I knew that press on nails was for me when I started noticing that I can create more nail art based stuff, because for me that's just perfect. Like that's exactly what I feel like I love to do, is create designs and learn new techniques and like draw characters and learn how to do all types of different things. And I feel like if I would have stayed an acrylic nail tech, I would have never got to really fulfill my creativity side. Like, you know what I mean? Because when I was doing acrylic nails, it was very repetitive, a lot of plain French. I mean, I still get requests for a lot of plain French and stuff, but not as much, because I'm able to price my sets a little less than when I was doing acrylic nails. So I have more a higher possibility now of people ordering characters and fun designs, Instagram trendy things, 3D nail art, like stuff like that. Whereas if I would have done acrylic nails, I would have had to charge probably upwards of $100 and something for a full set with all the nail art that you guys see me do here on my channel. Because these nail art designs, based off the fact alone that I don't even have to shape the nails, they already take me 1 to 3 hours depending on the nail set that I'm making. So imagine if on top of that I had to lay acrylic and then also file and shape the acrylic down. And then also prep the nails in addition to that. So that would have took me a whole extra 2 hours. So in total, it would have taken me like probably 5 to 6 hours to finish one nice character nail set on a real customer with acrylic nails on a client, you know? And it just wasn't for me. I just knew it wasn't for me right off the bat. I knew that it's just not what I wanted to do. So that's why I started doing this. Maybe in the future I can move into Gel X, because Gel X is like the new thing. Back when I was doing acrylic, I feel like Gel X didn't even exist. Like, it was barely coming out. I remember, I think one of the first brands, of course, is Apres, but Apres wasn't as popular like with acrylic nail techs, and now a lot of acrylic nail techs move to Gel X, or they're doing both services. So maybe in the future I can do something like that, because I can focus on the nail art. Of course, I still have to prep the nails and everything like that, but it's way less work than if I was doing acrylic, because I don't have to lay and shape acrylic. So anyway, now on the nails, I just wanted to mention this. I'm using a makeup wedge sponge. I grabbed that hot pink and I'm going back and forth in layers, creating that gradient ombre effect that was in the inspo photo. So I'm just going back and forth, flash curing in between. I'm literally flash curing, like curing for maybe 10 seconds or something, like super quickly, just so that I can really get this nail set done and I don't have to take too long, because it's such a thin layer when you're applying it with the sponge. You don't have to go back and cure it every single layer for 1 minute or longer. You just cure it for a few seconds, literally flash cure, and you're good to go and continue creating your layers. Once you have all the layers down, then you can cure it for a full 60 seconds. But yeah, so that's like a little bit of background as to how I got into press-ons, in case you're new to my channel. It's just a really quick overall like explanation of why I do press-on nails. But I didn't just start my nail journey as press-ons. I was an acrylic nail tech first. So yeah, that's pretty much what happened with that. And I love press-on nails. I honestly love it. I love being able to see my nails like being shipped all over the United States, because right now I only ship in the US. And then I just love the fact that I get asked for so many different types of designs and unique requests sometimes. I also love the fact that if I wanted to create characters, there is people willing to buy character nail sets from me. And that means the world to me, honestly, because I love making characters. It's so fun. It's so challenging, but it's really fun. And I just know that if I would have stayed being an acrylic nail tech and having to rely on my customers for, you know, income and everything, I just know that they would not order the nail sets that I want to make. It would have definitely felt more forced for me, and I would have felt way more, not bored, but kind of like, acrylic is very rewarding, because once you're done, it's so satisfying to see the finished product on your customer's hands. That was my favorite part of being a nail tech. But I noticed that I wasn't getting the requests to create fun nail sets that I actually wanted to make, you know, really fun, beautiful nail sets like I get to do now, that are colorful, that have different elements of nail art, charms, and so many different things. I only had like one customer that would ever let me do fun stuff on her, and all my other customers just never really liked stuff like that. They were definitely more simple. And now I hardly ever get requests for simple nails as a press-on nail artist. It's very rare, because I'm definitely more of an artist now rather than just like a nail technician, you know. So I definitely love this way more. I've always been really artsy ever since I was little. Like, I loved painting. I've always painted on canvas before I even started even thinking about my nail journey ever. I always painted on canvases. I would paint oceans and trees and the most beautiful stuff. My favorite things to paint are like nature scenes. So like trees and landscapes and everything like that, waterfalls, beaches. Those are my favorite things to paint by far. But now that I'm getting into more cartoon stuff with the nail art, I love doing characters and cartoons, and maybe one day portraits. That would be fun, just to see if I can even do that. But yeah, so basically what I'm doing here, just to, you know, go back to the nails, I am creating a 3D flower, but I did notice in the photo I felt like it wasn't so 3D. And also I had run out of my usual 4D Luxe gel, I think it's called. I don't really know what it's called exactly. It's in my storefront on Amazon, but It's the Macart 3D gel. I had run out, so I already ordered more, and it's gonna come probably tomorrow. But I do still need to create this 3D flower, so I'm just using my Macart Rhinestone gel. It comes through for me anytime I have to make any type of 3D work that I can't really do with like putty. You know what I mean? So this just still worked out. It's still pretty 3D, just not as 3D, but it still turned out great. And I'm basically outlining the flower in pink and orange, just like the photo. And then I'm going to cure that. I did already cure the 3D gel as well. So you guys saw I was flash curing as I was going along so that it doesn't run all over the place. Because that's the only thing about the Macart Rhinestone gel. It is a little bit runny sometimes. So you do have to kind of work quick and cure fast. But yeah, so I'm basically doing this. I was going to say something else and I totally forgot. Oh, I wanted to say I'm sorry for not uploading yesterday. I feel like I just got so busy and I wanted to upload like when I don't know if you guys even saw it, but I posted a post here on YouTube letting you guys know that I was going to upload today instead, Saturday. And when I was making that post, I already had my video almost fully finished editing, but it was already late. It was already 9, I think like 9 something at night here in California. So I just knew for you guys in different states, it was going to be so late. And I've been uploading so late, and I told you guys I don't want to upload late like that anymore. I want you guys to be able to watch the video instead of me just posting it at random times. So I'm going to try to post before 5 p.m. every time my upload days. So Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. I had mentioned that to you guys. But yesterday, it was literally too late. I was like, it's too late. I just have to take the L essentially and just upload tomorrow. And it's not really an L. It's more an personal L, basically, because I feel like I honestly feel sad when I don't get my videos up at a time that I scheduled for myself, because just things happen. Life gets in the way, of course. And yeah, so that's what I wanted to tell you guys. And I'm also going to be uploading tomorrow on Sunday. I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to do doing my own nails video and let you guys choose my nail design for me. So let me know if that's something you guys would want to see. I have enough time to let you guys know now if you want to see that, and then I can still ask you guys which nail set I should make for myself and put it on in the video, because I want to start doing my nails again and getting used to it. I'm probably going to do something shorter, not too long, probably like a long almond, and see how I work with those. But I'm going to make them as press-ons, of course, so that way I can take them off if I absolutely need to. Because if I do gel X and I won't be able to get it off and I can't function, I'll feel suffocated. Like, I'll literally start panicking. I don't know how to explain it, but I have like this feeling of like, I don't know, feeling suffocated when I can't get something off of me. And if the nails are so stuck on and I can't get them off, I'll panic. So I need to do press-ons just for now until I get really used to my nails again, and then I can start doing it. I was just reminiscing the other day about how I used to wear nails all the time and what really started my journey. Like, what started my nail journey was my love for nails. I used to go to the nail salon and get a plain set of like pink glittery nails, just coffin shape. Of course, coffin shape was all the rage back then. Not back then, but like in 2018, 2017. And I would get a few little rhinestones. And I mean like a few on like a ring finger. And I would get charged $95 to $100 for that. And I just remember thinking, like, I feel like I can do this. Like, I would watch them while they did my nails, and I would be like, I could probably accomplish the same thing. And I wouldn't go to home-based nail techs. I would just go to the regular salon, because a lot of the times back then, I never really knew that a home-based nail techs really existed. And when I would go to the salons, I would just get charged so much. So I was just thinking about it like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and start doing this on my own. And that's when I started watching Natalie Carmona a lot. And she really inspired me to start doing acrylic nails. And then I started doing it for myself, not even thinking that I wanted to do it for customers, only for myself. And I did have a regular minimum wage job. And I would get asked by my coworkers to create their nail sets for them and make nails for them, basically. Like, not make nails, sorry. I'm getting confused with my current job. I would get asked to do acrylics on them. So I would get a lot of practice on them and stuff like that. And yeah, so I'm just really grateful for my journey. And it's just crazy how it all started, honestly. And I fell in love with it. But I was always really into beauty. Like, I was always into makeup and hair. I would do makeup sometimes for like prom or weddings or graduations. So things like that. And yeah, I really was always really into the beauty stuff, so nails was just kind of natural, and it kind of just fell into my lap, honestly, because I just felt like I was genuinely gravitating towards something like this for my future. So I'm just going ahead and top coating once the nails are all done and I like the way they look. Sorry, I'm kind of going back and forth, telling a story and then also, like, you know, doing this. I think I might title this video like story time. But yeah, so I was really happy that I got to fulfill this last minute customer order. Honestly, I was a little hesitant because I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's kind of rare that I fulfill last minute orders like this. She needs it within a few days, so it was just one of those things where I was like, you know what, yeah, I'll fulfill it for her, and I don't have too many orders to work on right now. I just have some I need to ship out. So I was just like, you know what, let me just go ahead and make this nail set and everything like that. So yeah, now I'm going to be applying the rhinestones. I am going ahead and using my Star Bond nail glue, or it's not a nail glue, it's like a super glue, but it works great for rhinestones. So that's what I've been using on my stones as of lately. It just works really good. It's very strong. So it's called Star Bond, and I have it on my Amazon storefront in case you guys want to buy it. It's literally so incredible. I promise you guys will not be let down. But I would recommend using some type of nail glue dryer spray so that your stones don't like move out of place and your glue can dry right on the spot. So I use the Hurry Up Nail Glue Dryer, and I get it from eBay because I feel like Amazon doesn't have it the last time I checked. So I don't know if they have it now. I know sometimes the sellers will update their listings, but I'm not sure, honestly, right now off the top of my head if Amazon does have it. I just know that I get it from eBay, and they usually come in like a 3-pack for $20 something or something. But yeah, I'm going to be applying my crystals, and that's all I'm doing here. I like to get my crystals from Bluestreak crystals, and yeah, I am just using some AB ones, and I'm just applying them as I go. A few years back, I did do a video on Battle of the Rhinestone Gels where I did my own nails with different types of rhinestone gels and went to and lived my life for 1 week to see which ones really stood out and which ones like didn't fall off. And I kind of want to do an updated version of that with different types of glues. So if you guys want to see that, let me know, because I can definitely do that again. It was actually really fun, and I felt like it was a great way to see what types of nail glues work or what type of rhinestone glues work best. And if I did do this, I would purchase all new bottles of the glues that I want to use and then use them in a video. So I would probably do Macart Rhinestone Gel, of course, and then Zuley's Bling Adhesive, Star Bond, this one that I've been using a lot, so that's 3. I would need 5 glues, so I can put 1 on each finger, but I don't know, maybe just a random nail glue, because I see a lot of people actually using nail glue and it just works great. The person's whose photo I'm replicating right now, she actually has a brand, and she uses her own nail glue for her crystals for her customers, clients. And I kind of really have been wanting to buy it, like before I even made this nail set. So I kind of want to see if her glue's good, and maybe I can even use her glue and maybe another glue. What other brand would be good? I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any ideas for 5 that I can do. For sure, I have to include Star Bond, Macart Rhinestone Gel, and Zuley's Bling Adhesive. And then let me know 2 more if you guys have any other ideas of really popular rhinestone glues that you want to see put to the test. I kind of want to just redo that video again and really find the best glue. But ever since I've been using this one, I have not had any complaints from any customers that my rhinestones have fallen off. And when I was using the Macart Rhinestone Gel, I did get some complaints. So yeah, let me know your guys' favorite rhinestone glues, whatever works best for you. I just want to know what you guys use. So I'm basically still continuing on the crystals here. I am doing a mix of different size SS stones. Anytime you want your bling placement to look really pretty and elegant, you want to use a mix of sizes. So if you're going to purchase rhinestones, you don't have to right away go in with the most expensive ones. You can even go to any craft store and get some if you just want to practice rhinestones on yourself. Like if right now, let's just say you're watching my channel and you already do your own nails, maybe just with nail polish, or maybe you do some quick gel X nails on yourself, or maybe you make yourself some quick 1-color press-ons and you guys want to try some bling. Don't be scared. Try out some bling nails. You can get rhinestones from Hobby Lobby. You can get some from Michael's. You don't have to go out and purchase expensive rhinestones or anything like that. Usually those stores will have sales, so that's great. And you guys can get some rhinestones from there and just put them on your nails and try it out and see if you like it. I've seen people apply rhinestones with just regular rhinestone or regular nail glue, and supposedly they stick really well, which actually makes sense because if you think about it, isn't nail glue the same ingredients as super glue essentially? Like, I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. I don't really know. I'm not an expert in that specifically, but I'm pretty sure they're all cyanacrylate based, some type of glue, I feel like. So yeah, try it out. You guys might love bling. I love bling, honestly. It's a little like, it's so much for me to wear on a day-to-day basis, but I love when I see other people wearing it. Like, it looks so pretty. So I'm just definitely a glam type of girl. Like, I love the sparkle that bling gives. That's why it's one of my favorite type of designs to do. Anytime I get a request for blinged out nail sets, they're my favorite. And I'm glad I've been getting a few more requests of those since it's like graduation season. I feel like a lot of people have birthdays in May too, so I've been doing a lot of nails that have bling, and I think that's why. I just love it, honestly. I feel like the times when I get requests for bling nails the least is during the holidays, surprisingly, because I feel like people want more hand painted art during those times, which I actually love also. So honestly, I love anything. But yeah, so I'm just doing some crystals here. I'm applying tiny ones and medium-sized ones, and you can see here, anytime I have any extra glue on the sides, I go ahead and grab a lint-free wipe and just soak up the extra glue, and you can't see it once the glue is fully dry. You'll see right now in my finished video, I'm pretty much done with the set, but I did spray it with the Hurry Up Nail Glue Dryer, and I also did file them, and then I put them into the box, and this is how they turned out. They're absolutely beautiful. I love this nail set so much, and I hope my customer loves it. But that's pretty much it for this video, you guys. I will see you in the next one, and yeah, I'll see you then. Bye.